Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at Market Tech, we have Tim Borrello. He's Director of Public Relations over at IHS Markit. We're going to end the week on a good note by focusing on charity and how that can define your organization's culture. Tim, it's great to have you with me. Now, it's interesting. You're usually on the other side of the camera, and I'm interviewing the thought leaders over at IHS Markit. But and you also, what happened to all your hair?
I know. Normally I come here, I'm on the other side, and I have my hair, but we figured we'd switch it up a little bit and have some fun on a Friday afternoon.
And we want to learn more about St. Baldrick's because this relates to why you don't have any hair.
That is correct. So St. Baldrick's is the largest private organization in the world that provides research grants in the fight against childhood cancer. Since 2005, they provided over 262 million cancer research grants to leading pediatric obstetricians who are fighting cancer around the world. And what they do is they fund leading edge innovative type treatments such as immunotherapy and things that are giving children across the world a fighting chance to survive cancer. When you look at some of the stats, every 2 minutes another child in the world is diagnosed with cancer. And in the US, 1 in 5 children who are diagnosed with cancer will lose the fight. So ultimately what they're doing is they're giving children a fighting chance and really helping fund forward a path for these children.
That's fantastic. And I like the play on words. Instead of St. Patrick, it's St. Baldrick, so that's
Correct.
Very clever. All right, so this week is Global Shave-a-thon at IHS Markit. How was that?
It was very interesting. So Jill, this was the first year I've ever personally done it. I wasn't originally planning to shave my head. They did tap me to host the Global Shave-a-thon event that we did as a live stream in New York. And in the course of that day, I just made this sort of flash decision to go ahead and shave my head. It was very interesting. So at IHS Markit this year, we've raised over $315,000 as a result of that donating effort per the shave-a-thon. And our companies matched that with a $100,000 corporate donation as well. So what we've done is donated over $400,000 to this organization this year. And just as a little background, for every $100,000 that we donate, that funds a year worth of cancer research.
That's amazing.
Over the course of the time that we've worked with St. Baldrick's, we've also donated more than $4 million. So you can effectively say that we've helped fund 40 years worth of cancer research. And to me personally, it means something obviously very, very important.
Of course. Now, shaving your head for cancer, what is that like? Does it get cold?
Yeah, it definitely gets cold.
I know when I put my hair in a ponytail, like you could feel it.
Yeah, it feels a little bit weird at first. I would say it was definitely a new experience for me. I haven't shaved my head since I was like maybe 14 years old. The reactions from folks, though, has been just absolutely fantastic. I think it shows a solidarity in the fight against cancer with these kids who really are frightened and scared. And what it also does is it conveys to people not only what I personally care, but what my company cares about in doing good for the world. And I think that as the world continues to evolve and progress, and as Generation Z and millennials take more and more control, these are the types of things that really are going to matter more and more.
Yep, and we can certainly relate to that because at Nasdaq we are really ingrained in our corporate culture that CSR and ESG initiatives are at the top tier of what's important to us at Nasdaq, and it's certainly the same thing as IHS Markit as well. And you know what? At the end of the day, your hair will grow back. And it's the least you can do to help the innocent kids who just don't have a choice in this.
Absolutely. And I would say, if anyone out there wants to get involved, what they can do is go to stbaldricks.com. They have a number of different programs that they offer for folks to get involved in fighting childhood cancer. You don't have to shave your head. You could dye your hair if you wanted to. You could also organize a shave-a-thon at your office. I mean, there's many different opportunities to get involved. And I would encourage folks to do that. As you touched on with any corporate social responsibility program, it's really about going out there and making a difference and showing folks what separates you and what separates your people and the world in what you're giving and contributing.
You'll come in here one day and have pink hair.
I think I like it.
That'll be a reason to try it. Thank you so much, as always, Tim, for everything. And thank you for joining us for Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.